1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hear myself now. Let's take the picture. All right. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk. I'm Tori Cooper, and we have a bit of a few stories that we're working on today. Some new information on some stories that we're following from yesterday that are having some new developments today. So let's dive right into it. Let's talk about the search for the 2-year-old boy that it went missing. And so we're learning new details. His name is Josiah Mitchell, and his father, Artavius North, has been arrested for making false statements related to the alleged kidnapping that he reported in relation to his son's disappearance. And now police are searching a lake in the East Point area, and they've been very tight-lipped about this situation. They have not said any other details as it relates to whether or not they believe the father may have any handlings or hands in what took place. All we know is that they say that he falsely reported his son's as a kidnapping. They reported that he was kidnapped, and they said that was a false statement, and now he's being charged with that. But again, nothing related to what may have happened to the toddler, who now police are looking for. So very few details have really emerged from this so far, but we have seen police and search crews at this lake in East Point, and Josiah Mitchell was last seen at the Elite at Lakeview apartment complex on Wednesday night. That's what our notes have here. And then, of course, hours turned into days, and now the toddler's family is also helping search for the toddler who went missing. Now, they also told us that they are working to drain this lake. It's a small lake that almost could appear to be a pond, but they're calling it a lake, and they're trying to drain that lake to see if the toddler may be there, unfortunately. But again, we will keep you updated on the very latest with this. I do want to just show you a quick photo that we did manage to get of 2-year-old Josiah Mitchell, because of course we want to make sure we bring you the newest information that we have available. So just give me a moment while I pull this up. There it is. Okay. So this is who you're looking at right now. This is, again, Josiah Mitchell. He's 2 years old, and now family members are helping look for him after he was last seen at Lakeview Apartments. And this is that small lake that they were talking about, where they're really focusing their efforts. And you can see they're trying to drain this small lake right here that you can see. That will take time. They're back out there. We're sending our reporter, Asia Wilson, to get some more information. And of course, if we get anything from her, we will be live at 6, no matter what, to hear from Asia, to see what she's gathered in the last few hours. And then now I want to switch gears just a little bit to talk about another story that we're working on. We have our reporter, Joshua Skinner, working on a story today that really comes in light of some chaos that really unfolded at a number of different high schools. Yesterday for Friday Night Football, you know that that's a huge thing in Georgia. And last night there was a shooting in the parking lot at a Clayton County high school. And the high school where this took place is Dutchtown High School. They tell us that it was an 18-year-old senior who was shot in the parking lot of that high school. It was during the football game. And they say that it stemmed from an attempted robbery, but that student is expected to be okay. They did not release the name of the teen that was injured in the shooting, but it did take place right outside at the parking lot of Terra Stadium. And now there's another game taking place tonight in Clayton County for the Clayton County high school football team at Terra Stadium at 7:30. And because of the shooting that took place in the parking lot, we also are going to be out there just to try to see what's going on, because there is increased security measures in place following this incident. But it's not the only shooting that took place near a high school in the last 24 hours. We also had another situation in Ackworth, and Ackworth police say they found a 17-year-old shot at the North Cobb High School Performing Arts Center, but they say the shooting took place at a separate location about less than a mile away from the Performing Arts Center and from the high school. They say it took place at an office building, and they say that stemmed from a fight between the 17-year-old, and the suspect who unfortunately got away, and now police are looking for him. But they do say that the teen who was wounded in the shooting, his name is Bruce Mans, and he had non-life threatening injuries. But again, that's not all we know about the shootings that took place near high schools in the last 24 hours. Last night at 11 o'clock, we told you about the chaos that unfolded at Discovery High School. And just moments ago, I was chatting with my producer, Taylor Mitchell, here, and we just got a statement from Discovery High School, and they say that there was no gunfire, but I want to show you this chaos that just erupted, and it shows several students and parents just rushing out of the high school. You can see many of them are running here, and police tell us that initially it was reports of a gun that they were responding to, and now, in the very latest information that we received from investigators, they tell us that they're not sure if students intentionally started this, just rushing to create chaos towards the entrance. But they say several fights occurred, and now those students that were involved in the fights could face criminal charges or school disciplinary action. So that's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that. They did not say whether they found a gun, but they did say there was no gunfire in relation to this incident. But that was the initial report, that they were responding to that. And you just, again, you saw that video just showing hundreds of people just rushing towards the entrance. And they did send a notice out to parents saying, "Come get your children." So we're going to be out at these high schools tonight because of what happened. We've had 3 high schools where shootings occurred, either nearby or there was a report of gun activity. So we're going to make sure that we stay on top of this as far as just what's coming out of these investigations, and if they're able to catch any of the people that they suspect were involved in the shooting in Clayton County or the shooting in Ackworth. So those are the top 2 stories that we're really working on right now, and that's really where we are focusing our efforts. We have Joshua Skinner working on the safety angle and to find out what other security measures are going to be in place at Terra Stadium tonight, where that football game for Clayton County High School is expected to take place. And we're going to be speaking with parents and students about what happened last night. And we're going to be waiting to see if any other new details emerge, because we are still waiting on statements from Ackworth, and we are still waiting on a statement, I believe, from Gwinnett County Public Schools in relation to what transpired and to see if there's any new details. But we do have the narrative from police. So, of course, tune in at 6 o'clock with us, because we will be bringing you anything new, and we'll be taking you to both of these scenes, the 2-year-old as well as Clayton County High School's football game tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. And I'm not the first alert meteorologist, but I do want to tell you that we do have some first alerts in place this week, because there is going to be a very big heat wave that's coming our way, and it's going to be intense. It's going to be a little bit rough out there. We're going to be seeing the highs possibly reaching 102 one of the days, and really they're telling us that it's going to be pretty hot. So gear up for that. It's really going to be hot this week. So, and we will see you at 6 o'clock, and we will be back on our first alert desk at 8 p.m. with Miss Carly Barnett. All right, have a great day, guys.